So you've made it through all 5 virtues of Aevitas: discipline, resilience, empathy, curiosity, courage. But they weren't designed to stand alone. This philosophy isn't modular, it's integrated. Each virtue doesn't just support the others, it sharpens them. Today we're stepping back to see the full picture, how the 5 virtues of Aevitas work as a system, a cycle, a forge. Because without integration, even the strongest parts eventually fail. This is the interconnectedness installment. Discipline and resilience. These two are the backbone, the daily engine. Discipline is the structure, the intention, the rhythm. Resilience is the fuel that kicks in when discipline hits resistance. Think of a runner training for a marathon. Discipline gets you out the door. Resilience keeps you moving when the miles get heavy. They loop endlessly. The more disciplined you are, the more resilient you become. And the more resilient you are, the more consistent you remain. Resilience and courage. Resilience is what happens after pain. Courage is what happens before action. But they feed each other. When you've endured enough setbacks and still showed up, that becomes proof. Proof that you can survive discomfort. That proof turns into courage. And the more courageous you become, the more resilient you grow. Because you stop running from what tests you. You start seeking it. Empathy and curiosity. These are the virtues of connection. They sharpen perception. They deepen your humanity. Empathy is the ability to feel with someone. Curiosity is the ability to wonder about someone. You cannot understand someone you are not curious about, and your empathy will remain shallow unless you dare to ask. What is their story? What shaped them? What are they hiding? Curiosity stretches your lens. Empathy softens your judgment. Together they form disciplined compassion. Courage and discipline. This link completes the loop. Because courage gives you the spark to act, but without discipline, that spark burns out. Flash-in-the-pan bravery feels good, but it doesn't build anything lasting. True strength is forged when courage shows up to initiate and discipline keeps showing up to complete. Together, they turn decisions into legacies. The virtue cycle. Now zoom out. Don't think of these as 5 separate traits. Think of them as a chain, a loop, a forge, a living cycle. Break one link, the rest suffer. Overdevelop one and neglect another. You become imbalanced, fragile, hollow in the places you refuse to train. But strengthen the full cycle. You don't just become strong, you become whole. Here's a real-world example. Let's say you're launching a business, or writing a book, or preparing for a life reset. Discipline gets you to start. Resilience keeps you moving when results stall. Courage helps you publish the thing, pitch the client, and share the truth. Empathy keeps you connected to your audience or team, so you don't burn bridges. Curiosity helps you improve. Iterate, learn, adjust. You don't just cycle through them once. You cycle through them again and again. It's not a staircase. It's a spiral, each loop deeper than the last. Are you ready to challenge yourself? Ask yourself a few simple questions. Which virtue have you ignored? Which one do you fear? Which have you exemplified recently? That's where you start. Because when you strengthen one link, the others follow. These videos aren't content. They're tools. Rewatch the one that made you uncomfortable. Revisit the one that inspired you. This isn't just philosophy. It's practice. It's self-evolution. Rewatch, reflect, repeat. As always, stay strong and live your ethos.